Good afternoon everybody, Car Biker here, and I've just come down to Hornsey Mere. It's a lovely little place, a lot of wildlife, a bit of water, people go playing on the boats and what have you in the water, and you get all these birds. But I'm here to do a reveal. Here it is. I teased you a little bit crossing the Humber Bridge, talking about my new bike, or rather talking about my old bike getting repaired, and just give you that teaser at the end. Well, here is the new bike. Already dirty. I've put a couple 100 miles on it since I picked it up yesterday. Nothing stops me. This is a Kawasaki Z750R. Don't know what the R means over the 750. From the reviews I've read, it means rubbish, I believe. Because everyone says the Z750 is brilliant and the Z750R is rubbish, despite being essentially the same bike. I think it gets called rubbish because of the Street Triple R and this not being a Street Triple R. But hey ho, I'm really pleased with it. It's 2011, 3 years old. So I bought it second hand, just as a second bike. I kind of rushed the second bike thing because of my other bike being off the road. So my other bike is currently at Rob Speed, which is where I bought this from. I love it. Bit of Kawasaki metallic green. I don't think you can have a Kawasaki without having a green one, can you? I'm sure some people will disagree. It's got a few extras on it. It's got all this carbon-y business. It's quite nice. Got the Arrow end can. It's the same end can as mine, apart from this is mine. Same end can as the XJ6, apart from the tip. But it's not a full system like the XJ6 was. It's just the end can has still got a cat, which means it's not as loud as the XJ6 by any means. But it's more powerful. It's a 750cc engine rather than a 600. Straight 4, inline 4, whatever you call it. 105 horsepower I think it is, compared to the 78 of the standard XJ6, and the extra kind of 4 horsepower I get taken up to about 82 on the XJ6, the extra horsepower from the exhaust. This one I'm guessing you won't get any extra horsepower because the cat's still in there. Got the belly pan on there. The previous person's changed the pegs for things a little bit racier. Bit of crash protection. Got a hugger on the back. Bit of gold inlay, goes quite nice with the bit of gold pinstriping on here and the gold forks. And it's also got this thing that I'm not sure of yet. I'm sure I want a radiator guard, but I'm not sure I want a gold one. But I suppose it goes with the gold forks. So I'll live with it for now and see how I get on. It's got a Puig screen. So it's an aftermarket screen. And heated grips. Should be nice for the winter. So generally quite pleased with it. It's even got a tax disc. Not for much longer. I think the tax discs are not needed in a couple of days. Don't know how it works for people who've already got a tax disc on the bike though. So it's a bit quicker than the old one. It's geared much higher than the old one though, so it's torquier, I suppose, is the logic. It's you can get through the gears reasonably quickly, but you don't have to change up anywhere near as quickly as you do on the XJ6. And this will happily buzz around at 2,000 revs and still want to pull, or it'll fly around at 11,000 revs and sound like a hooligan. So there's a little bit of cosmetic stuff to do to it. So I've got a bit of cleaning up to do on the exhaust. It looks like somebody's had the boot resting against it and melted a bit of boot on it. And there's a few bits of flaky paint that needs sorting out, but apart from that, pretty damn good. Fender extender. I keep spotting new bits. doesn't have the centre stand that the XJ6 has got. So I'm going to have to get some paddock stands, so anybody who wants to give me advice on paddock stands, please do. But there she is, Kawasaki Z750R. Now I'm a bit wary about starting it up and revving it. I'll have to do that somewhere else, I don't want to scare all these birds away. Now riding the bike, great fun. Pulls like mad, so normally at this speed in this gear on the XJ6 I'd have another 2,000 revs, but just don't need it because it just wants to go. Quite happy to pull away. So a great bit of fun. The only bit I don't like is the mirrors. So I'm going to be getting, well, I've already ordered some mirror extenders, I'm going to be trying to fit those because the view behind isn't very good. Mirrors just aren't wide enough really, and they're quite small, so you lose a lot to your elbows, and because they're quite narrow, the angle that they end up to avoid your get my words out, the angle that they end up at to avoid just looking at you means that you can't see something that's close behind you, even when it's directly behind you. So quite often on the XJ6, if somebody's really close up behind, you'll be able to see them in both mirrors and think he's too close. Whereas on this, they actually disappear from view at the moment when they're close up behind you. So I definitely need to do something about that. But apart from that, really like it. Sounds good. Quieter than the XJ6, but very similar noise. I mean, it's a very similar end can, so I guess it would be. And very similar popping and banging on overrun, so that's good fun. Got a couple of niggles with it that I'm not sure about. First thing was something that Danny noticed it first when I got home after picking it up, and it hadn't done it as I'd left the showroom, but with the ignition on, when you turn the ignition on, you can hear the fuel pump start, which is, I guess, the same on most bikes. But once it's got the pressure up, you can hear it continue to tick away, as if it's continually trying to pump fuel and failing. Now, I've had that not happen once, which is a bit strange. The other thing that was a bit strange is it seems to be a bit of a struggle to start it. It doesn't want to turn over very much. I think probably the bike hasn't been used a great deal and the battery's flat. I'm hoping the battery's just flat and not dead. Don't know if that could be responsible for both things. But I'm going to get it on an optimizer or oxymizer or whatever you call it. The guy who had it has put a cable on it that you can easily just connect it up to that Oxford oxymizer. And I'm also going to give a call to the dealership to have that looked at. But it's not stopped me yet. But it came with a 3-month no quibble warranty. They said anything at all goes wrong with it, they will replace it, fix it, whatever it might be. Which is good. They said they used to have a warranty that was restrictive and they found it just annoyed customers, so now they will fix anything. So even a blown bulb they'll replace, a blown fuse they'll replace. Because they want to keep you happy. Obviously because they want you to come and buy another one. So shouldn't be a problem from that point of view. And hopefully it's nothing major anyway. Anyway, there's your reveal. So thanks for watching everyone. Ride safe. And I'll talk to you all again soon. Stop here for a bit of rev sound for you to have a listen to, and maybe I can demonstrate that problem, see if anybody can tell me if it is a problem or if I'm just worrying for nothing. So anyway, sound first. Not bad, eh? Not as loud as the XJ6, but not bad. One thing I have done already, where both my pegs, nasty. That, my friends, is goose poop on my pegs. The problem of going to a wildlife area with lots of birds is birds poop. And the amount that they poop means it's not really possible to not stand in it and transfer it to your pegs.